Are you all ready for Christmas? Put your hands in the air if you're not, because I'm certainly not. 17th December 2025 we're on, aren't we? And I'm nowhere near getting ready for Christmas whatsoever. I'm not even ready for Christmas. Not in the slightest. Don't worry, by the way, there's no major weather event occurring. I know most people panic or think, oh, Nodrog's done the weather video, there must be something serious going on. I'm not. I'm just here to have a little chat with you because I've not done one for a bit. I am going to talk about the weather. I'm going to give us years ago I used to do a website called Met Forecast or something like that. I can't even remember. Metfi, that was it. It was called Metfi. And it was just it was crap, to be honest with you. And I used to do something called Snow Chance. Yeah, I know. For the chance of you getting snow or not on Christmas Day. So, well, we'll have a snow chance. See what's going to happen as regards to snow. A lot for you to digest there in the space of about a minute. But anyway, we'll get on with it slightly. The weather-wise, I mean, it's mundane, it's wet. There's been a lot of rain that's been battering Wales and Cumbria. That's all shifting out the way. There's some weather warnings. In fact, there are some weather warnings still out from the Met Office for rain and fog, but that's confined down to the south. We're looking South Wales, Devon and Cornwall and all that sort of area. Thursday, they've got a similar thing, but it's more in the case of rain that's going more towards the east through Dorset and Hastings and all that sort of area, Dover. You know where you are. You should know where you live by now. However, what is interesting is MetCheck have got something a little bit different as regards their warnings. They've pinpointed Cumbria for Wednesday, North Wales, South Wales, and that little tip down there wherever you are. Penzance, Plymouth, I think. I don't know. Tell me in the comment section area down below. But it gets bigger tomorrow for Thursday. Larger parts of all Wales, Devon, Cornwall, whatever, Midlands, going up to the South Pennines into Lancashire, North Yorkshire. You've all got a much more moderate risk of rain. But just looking at MetCheck, there's a deep area of low pressure that's in the North Atlantic. Look at that, 946. It probably might be a bit deeper than that. Is it going to go deeper than that? 947? No, it's pulling itself out the parapet of the depth of hell as it's going across sort of south of Iceland. So there's going to be a hell of a battering going on in that. You can imagine the winds, the swell, if you're a shipping vessel. And I know a lot of aircraft use that arc to go across as well. So they may be going a little bit higher or taking a diversion. It's caused a second low pressure to kick off to the west of it as well, which does happen. The energy sort of spins off, it gets transferred and goes elsewhere. But ignoring the low pressures at the moment, the cyclonic system, have a look at the anticyclonic systems that are occurring in Europe. They've got high pressure building, but as that low pressure comes in, we're now on Friday, we're at the end of the week. This low pressure sinks itself down, and I think this is what they're talking about, the eastern flank. You see the high pressure is sort of blocking it at the moment, so these low pressure systems can't come straight in. Take a breather. We've got here on the right hand side maximum temperatures, and on the left we've got wind speeds. But what we'll do first, we'll just have a quick look at the jet stream, and you can see the very powerful jet stream that's in the Atlantic that's coming straight across right now. That's going to cause some trouble, bringing in some big winds. Nothing like severe or massively major, but as that scoops across, it sinks south and it heads into France. Southern England, moves its way through northern England, through Scotland as it goes towards Norway, as it sort of dissipates its energy as it goes through Norway, and then breaks itself down. So wind wise, if we have a little look, you can see where the wind gusts are going to start to come across from the south in the Bay of Biscay as they go through the English Channel off into the North Sea. So it is on the tip of that low pressure system as it comes in. I'm suspecting we'll probably see some more winds kicking off a little bit shortly afterwards. We're now into Sunday. Is Nodrog right? Oh, it's not working. It's not clicking. Yes, it is. No, we haven't, because it's gone easterly. We've got winds going from the east. Now, normally, if I see that, I have a panic attack. I think, oh, Christ, we're going to have some cold weather from the east. But because of the way the low pressure systems have bumped into the country, it's not, if you have a look, there's more of a southerly curve that's occurring across the country here, which indicates to me that temperatures are probably going to be around 10 to double figures. Clarky, he's on his way home. I think, Martin, I think you've messaged the wrong person, mate. That's the railway channel. Nothing. Get off my weather channel. Right. Maximum temperatures. We're not going to do minimum temperatures. We'll do maximum temperatures. Bear in mind that the solstice is only in a few days, which I celebrate to the max. Yuletide is here. I made a Yuletide log actually a few days ago. My mum used to do that. Anyway, Celtic Sea, west of, south of Ireland. Look at that. 14 degrees. 14 degrees. It's Christmas. 14 degrees. It's brilliant. The land is a bit cooler at the moment. The sea's obviously warmer. Are we going to get 15? Yeah, look, there's a 15. It's nowhere near land. But that's good. That's good, isn't it? That 15. It's edging ever so close towards the country. We're now on Thursday. Are we going to get a bit of 15 going into Normandy? Oh, you lucky, beautiful people. I love you. You've now got 15s. That's not good, is it? Not good for us. We're still around about 10 degrees. Friday the 19th. Going off into the 20th. Are we going to get any double figures? A little bit in the Irish Sea, which is no good for me. I can't walk out that far. Double figures in Ireland. Good on your Ireland. You're doing well. And then it's scooting across. We're now going to the 21st. We've got double figures appearing again. Let's just scoot really fast to Christmas Day. Ho ho ho. Father's Christmas is on his way. Christmas Eve. Oh, there's a hint of cold. Right, okay, so let's stop there. This is just fun, by the way. We're just having kicks and giggles on this one. Minimum temperatures, nothing elaborate. I mean, we've got double figures out in the Celtic Sea there, haven't we? And it stays relatively mildish for Christmas Day, which indicates to me that there's nothing. So there's no snow chance. There's no chance of snow. But if we are going to have a proper look, let's have a... Oh, we got something from Michael coming up as well, Weather Michael, which I'll talk about in a second. Prone areas. Of course, the tips of Scotland, you're going to have snow, aren't you? That's Thursday. It's got a bit of snow coming in. It's going on to Friday. It's going into Saturday. Yeah, there's nothing going across England, Wales, nothing across the island. We've got Monday. There's a hint. Again, nothing to get excited about. Yeah, Tuesday, I mean, you've got in the valleys of Wales there, aren't you, on the 23rd. But are we going to have a look at Christmas Day? Here we go. Christmas Eve. Ooh, there's a bit more in northern Scotland. Of course there is. You've got a 45% chance, 50% chance anyway, that's been spoken about. Definitely up in the tips here. Christmas Eve. So if you've got a little cottage there with a log burner, Christmas decorations up, fire crackling away, you lucky sausages. Moving on into Christmas Day. Right, okay, so this is midnight Christmas Day. Father Christmas is definitely going to be doing his rounds because he always comes to United Kingdom first. Of course he does. It's on his books, isn't it? This is Christmas morning. Right, okay, 9 o'clock in the morning. Most kids are up at this time. They've ransacked the house. There's wrapping paper everywhere. Oh my God, it's going to be a nightmare. I always like to get a cup of tea in a black bag first. The black bag is to put over my head afterwards, so I can have a nap and no one can bother me. Right, we're going into the North Pennines. You've got a 35% chance. Southern Ireland, you've got a better chance. That little dipple there, little cold spot of snow. Yeah, you got there. So if you're out in the North Sea, you know, on an oil rig, gas rig, or fishing vessel, what are you doing out there at this time of the year? Beggars belief. 12 o'clock when the turkey's getting shoved in the oven, or vegan variety if that's what you fancy, a nut roast. It's Christmas, come on. Right, so it carries on in that sort of area, North Pennines. Southern Scotland, near the borders, there's a chance that you might see a little bit. So if you want to put a little penny bet on, no drog, we'll go halves. We'll go for a farthing. I'll take a farthing from you. Yep, it carries on and dissipates way into Boxing Day from the England and Wales side of things, what carries on in Scotland. So it looks like the normal usual suspects are going to get their chance of snow, which is good for you. Right, let's have a bit of Michael from Weather Fans to give us a proper update.
Hello and welcome to this Weather Fans update. Recently we've had plenty of wet and windy weather crossing the country, with Storm Bran moving away from northern Scotland as this has been recorded. What's causing this turbulent spell of weather, and will it continue up to Christmas? Firstly, we need to take a look what's happening across the Atlantic. And what's been happening is we're getting a lot of cold plunges coming out of North America, which is meeting up with this warm Atlantic air. If we move this forward, this is a time recording, it's firing up these low pressure systems across the Atlantic. We've got another cold plunge there coming out into next week. And this just keeps continuing, another cold plunge coming out of North America there. What this is doing is firing up the jet stream, which is crossing the Atlantic at an incredible speed. The white's been shown here on the chart. We're looking at the jet stream going at least 200 miles an hour across the Atlantic, which in turn is actually spinning up these areas of low pressure. So this is heading into this weekend. We've got a deep low up towards Iceland. And hence, start of next week is something we need to really keep an eye on. Is another deep area of low pressure, and it's this one heading into next Friday. We're still about 9-10 days away, but this little feature keeps popping up on the charts. But after that, heading to Christmas week, after when another low pressure perhaps comes across the country, there are signs from the computer models of a high pressure building in from the Atlantic, perhaps reaching across the UK as we head up to Christmas, with this latest run from the GFS extending the ridge towards the north of Scotland and briefly bringing us into a northeasterly flow. There's a few variants of what's happening with this high pressure, but things could start to settle down just a little bit as we head up to Christmas. And thank you for watching, and it's back to you, Gordon, at the studio.
More of a front room in the studio, mate, but I get your gist and see what you're on about, and it's great to have another opinion. Someone who's a bit more professional than me, who's really good at number crunching that data, is Michael from Weather Fans. Did I say that before? Going through the charts, similar charts to what I've seen. He's hinting a bit more in the way of winds on Friday, but like, you know, we all know it can change. Michael, you are a gem. I want to thank you so much for your addition, your more professional addition than what I did, with a very festive theme. So yeah, there's correlation. It's a bit like weather models. I'll read the models and see a particular pattern, a particular story. Then Michael will see it, or Liz will see it, and we all sort of number crunch and put our heads together, have an argument, throw some jammy dodgers around the room, and generally come up with some sort of mess of an idea of what the weather's going to be like. So it is interesting. It is very interesting to see there is a similar correlation between us both. Thank you, Michael. Love to you and your family. Merry Christmas. And I nearly forgot, actually, there is a Weather Fans live Christmas special quiz on Weather Fans Facebook page. Check it out, details on there, and it will be on YouTube as far as I'm aware. I'm sure Michael will tell me off if I've got it wrong. Liz will be doing some questions. I will be doing some questions. I'll be there on Sunday as well, so please come and join us. Go to Facebook, check it out on Weather Fans Facebook page. Check it out, the details. If they're not there soon today or tomorrow, they're definitely there soon. Keep checking, and you can come and join us, have a laugh, bring a mince pie and some sherry or a glass of milk. I'll be bringing some milk anyway. That's happened before. What was I saying? If you want to find out more about the Weather Fans team, Michael and Liz, then just go to nodrog.uk, follow the links to the storm chasing page, and there's some information about them all there. I hope you have a fantastic, delicious Christmas and a marvellous, vibrant New Year. And until then, you can put your batteries away, chill out, relax, and eat until you can't eat no more. I'll raise my glass to you all on Christmas Day, I will, for sure. God bless. Ta-ra. That rhymed. That actually rhymed. I enjoyed doing that video, made a change.